The PMI 6 comes with 49 processes, and a lot of project managers at that time are asking whether we should use all these 49 processes and in which case we should use them, etc., etc. And the answer comes with the PMI 7, and the answer was tailoring in project management. The PMI 7 becomes a value-based book rather than a process-based book, and the tailoring comes in to say that you need to adjust, adapt, or customize these processes according to your needs and the need of your project. So how you can tailor your project based on the conditions you have? These are 3 criteria that you can based on in order to tailor your project. Let's start with the first one, which is the project size. Your project size will push you in the first place to use some processes or drop some others. For example, if you are having a small project, maybe one spreadsheet is sufficient to manage the whole project. It could be Excel, it could be Google spreadsheet with some different tabs and sheets, and it will be sufficient. On the other hand, if you are having a big project, maybe one spreadsheet is not sufficient. You need to create a lot of other documents like the scope management plan, the requirements management plan, the communication management plan, etc. You need to define all the documentations and create the WBS and do all this kind of stuff. You might have 20 documents to maintain throughout the project, and use also a project management information system. Project management information system. And this software is used to interact with the different stakeholders so they can communicate and exchange information between each other more efficiently and synchronize on all the stuff that they are working on, and they can have access to the documents much more easily and update them and support all the versioning of these documents. So this is a conditions that you might have in a big project that you don't ever need for a small project. So this is first thing that you should consider. Second is your organization. Sometimes you work in organization in some manner, and later you move on to another organization and you find out that everything changed and a lot of things are no longer applicable because the new organization has some rules, some sets of documents that you should use in order to manage your project. And these things, we call them OPA, Organizational Process Assets. All this stuff that your organization required you to follow or to take into considerations are considered as OPA. The next thing is your country, industry, market conditions. Your country, you may work in a country that have some laws and regulations, and when you implement the same project in another country, you will find different laws and different regulations, and you should follow the rules and regulations. So these are considered as things to tailor your project based on. Same thing for the industry. There are some standards that you need to follow, the market conditions, taking into consideration that there are competitors and you need to do something maybe better than the competitor, or you need to, like, out of fear, took some measures so you will not be impacted by your bigger competitors. Same thing for the suppliers. Maybe the market is having some monopoly. You need to deal with that in your plannings. You need to take some actions that maybe in other markets doesn't have this like constraint. Customer expectations as well. In some contexts, you work with very difficult customers and you need to deal with these conditions as well. So you need to tailor your project management based on the customer expectations as well. Sometimes I deal with easy customers. They don't care. They don't like to send them emails or frequent updates. And sometimes the customer requires frequent updates and some documentations and a status report every week and stuff like that. So you need to tailor your processes and add in your project that sending an update to the customer on a weekly basis is something that you should consider, because this project is different than the previous one and the customer in this project is very demanding. So all these things are considered enterprise environmental factors. Enterprise environmental factors, things that outside of your project, but you should take into consideration in order to succeed your endeavor. Hoping that the tailoring concept is a bit clearer now than before. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to share your comments in the comment box.